Dun, dun, dun.
Aloha, everyone. Welcome to another key to the treasure. I was going to say key to the adventure, but the adventure is the treasure. Um, so I am Neil Molokai Mystic with my sidekick over here.
I'm Nick with my angels.
And all these beautiful quotes that appear with these beautiful images, that's all Nick doing this. She takes the quotes from my book, Answering the Call Accidentally on Purpose. I never know what's going to appear for the day. And she shares these quotes. And then we come on and we talk about the quotes a little bit and offer up a little key to the treasure so that you can dig a little bit deeper and see what these quotes really are saying to you. So, Nick, what is the quote for today?
There it is. Actually, the quote for today is a quote. Is it's a channeled message because maybe you can say that about your book. It's a combination of channeled message, teaching part, and a story part. Right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, the channel message sets the theme for the for where that chapter is going to go, and then I share uh, in the form of a novel type of flow, and then I gradually go into a teaching, and then there's some journaling exercises so you can dig a little bit deeper and get to those treasures of your own. And then it closes with another channeled message. So this particular quote here is not mine. It is part of one of the channeled messages that opened the chapter.
Perfect.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi, hi, Joel. Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Jewel Bear.
So, yes, this is the quote that I picked for today. And like I always say, it's like I don't really pick the quote. I just scroll down and I feel like the mouse stops somewhere. And I read and I feel like if it resonates somehow, for the moment, and so far it always did. So I never had to really look back and say, oh no, I need to change that, except maybe once or twice. It was something that have already
Had already.
like yeah, if it's a quote that I already shared like 2 days prior, then
Mhm.
I would yes pick another one. So, yeah, this is the where my mouse has stopped today, and I looked and I said, makes so much sense to me. And do you want to read it, Neil, before I say
Mhm.
what I felt about it?
You can read it. My eyeballs don't work very
Oh, yeah.
well.
Okay. So, divine source is not limited to linear time as humans are, and therefore has already planned ahead for each and every choice possible, so as to allow your journey to be uniquely yours, yet achieve the fullness of your soul's divine plan. And I feel like I'm always and others too, because I see that with the people around me. We are always sometimes impatient, waiting for what we are asking for, and not knowing if our prayers will be answered. And
Mm.
on another hand, we find ourselves having to make a life decision. Like we find ourselves on a crossroad and needing to make a choice. Should I go right or left? And praying and asking for guidance. Please, God, guide me, help me make the right choice. Should I go left or right? And what do I need to do for my highest good? And what I think, like, you can correct me, Neil, and into understanding, what I feel is that whatever choice I make, whether I choose to go right or left, I will arrive to the same destination. The divine plan is that the divine has for me is to reach a certain destination. And then the path I choose is the journey I have made. It's like somehow the the road I chose for myself before I came on this planet. And I have, with my free will, I have the choice to make some changes on, like, during my lifetime. So whether I go right or left won't change the destination and won't change the lesson. It might make it harder or easier depending on which way I go, but both are divine. Whether I go left, I'm supported. Whether I go right, I'm supported. I will learn my lessons either way. So that's how I understand. So
You can
can
even
you
choose to
help?
go straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my understanding, but I would like your input. So
Well, first off, let's just say I love that picture. I love the picture you chose. Every time you choose a picture, because you guys know I'm an image person. Yeah, I'm the author of the book, but these images are just like telling the whole story. And I love that each, even though she's holding that one globe of light, if you look at the other clouds, they're enlightened. It's like she could have chose the other clouds, but this is the one that she was drawn to, so she did. And it's no less bright. It's perfect for where she's at and the choices she makes. And listening to you speak, I can tell somebody's been reading my book. Okay, 'cause you're right on point with the idea of we have free will, and free will is the most sacred of our divine gifts, um, and it is respected by all realms of light. Every entity and energy, seen and or unseen, if they are of light, they will definitely respect our free will. And so, I mean, even the lower energies you got to invite in. You know what I mean? You have to believe in. You have to make that choice to give power away. So this idea of being able to have free will, um, when you come to that crossroad, like you were discussing, there is no wrong choice. There's different flavors of an adventure. Sometimes people want to go trialing through the muck, and that's just where they're drawn. Some people want to go to the opposite side where it looks like it's all daisies and rainbows. And then there's other folks like me that's just totally off the wall, want to go cut through and pave their own unique path. The divine plan is present for all of us, and we have choices that make it our unique journey. What resonates with us in the moment, but the divine plan is always in place. How you choose to get there is your choice. The divine plan is a predestined event adventure, but like the channeled message stated, that there is no linear time. It doesn't distract you from reaching your destination. It doesn't subtract from you fulfilling your divine plan. It just gives you different seasonings, if you will. I mean, you can have a steak and you're going to eat the steak, but are you going to have it done Mexican style or Chinese? It's still a steak,
yeah,
but you get to experience your own flavor. your own excitement, your own imaginative way of being, but you still fulfill that plan. It doesn't matter what path you take. If it leads to the light, which it will, you're on the right path. So there is no wrong path. There's just different choices. And I loved what you were referring to before in regards to, sometimes we ask and we ask and we ask, and we wonder, is God really hearing our prayers? Is the divine really listening? Yo, universe, hey, you're quiet. What's going on? I'm sitting here waiting. And that goes along with trusting that there is a divine plan. That goes along with trusting that, um, yes, you are being heard and it is being orchestrated for your highest and greatest good, even in those times where you feel like you're in the darkest void and you don't see a left or a right to choose from. You're just in it in the moment. But if we can be in it in that moment with trust that the divine plan is being orchestrated, it makes that muck fertilizer and not just muck, you know.
I love that. I love that. And it's so reassuring because it's for some people, and I am one of them. Actually, I was one of them because I have full faith now that I am on the right path, whatever I do. Even if I change direction now, I will still be on the right path. But it was a big anxiety at some point, whether I'm doing the right thing, whether I'm fulfilling my purpose, whether I'm pleasing God enough, whether I'm praying enough, whether they're liking me, like. So it is a big source of anxiety for so many people. So it is so reassuring to know that,
It leads to the staircase that we did
yeah,
yesterday. You
yeah,
know, people will beat themselves up for that spiral down.
mhm,
Trust that you were meant to go there. You know, it's like you got your suitcase all packed and you're ready to board the flight and you're getting up that staircase, and then all of a sudden you say, "Oh shoot, I forgot this," and you have to run back down and go grab something. You know, you're meant to. It's okay. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey and trust. Bring that joy into the anticipation of being in that dark place, and let your curiosity go. Wonder where that light is going to peek through for me. I know it's going to come. I know that light is coming, you know, because I know that there's a divine plan, period, end of statement.
yeah,
And no matter how rough it is, remember that the strongest steel is made from the hottest flames. So trust that when you do see what direction to go to, it's your choice. It's your choice. And be happy to make the choice. Even if that choice is to sit back, to go back, to step back, you know? Because when you step forward again, you're going to see things more clearly. Appreciate the pauses, appreciate your choices, and appreciate the fact that you can trust that there is a divine plan. There is no right or wrong path. They're just different flavors of adventures.
I love that. Thank you.
You want to read it again? I like your accent.
You're making fun of me. Okay.
No, no, I love you.
Divine source is not limited to linear time as humans are, and therefore has already planned ahead for each and every choice possible, so as to allow your journey to be uniquely yours, yet achieve the fullness of your soul's divine plan.
Thank you. So that is your little key to the treasure. You know, I really do feel that every time Nikki shares one of the quotes, be it mine or one that was channeled through me, I feel like it serves a certain purpose for those that read it. So take the opportunity to, hey, hiya, um, take the opportunity to share the posts so that other people can be inspired to dig a little bit deeper and find their treasures as well. Thank you, Viv. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. Um, and if you don't share the quote, share the video. So let's get it out there for the world. Um, and let's see. I did want to touch on the fact that there's no linear time because in that quote it talks about there's no linear time where we need structure in our human physical earthly realm and you know that sun up sundown thing comes along in our calendar and our schedule and stuff like that and um, I like the fact that in the divine there is no linear time and people will look at the fact that okay well if the divine is allowing all these different choices and it's all pre-planned, you know, are there different levels, different realms, if you will, in regards to like I'm living in this reality and I'm living in this reality and I'm living in this reality and all my choices are being played out. And some people will say, yes, absolutely. There's these different timelines that go through. There is no time. So every choice is already in the now for the divine. Every possible pathway, adventure, flavor that you choose is in the now for the divine. Now, we might need that structure of, okay, this timeline, this timeline, this timeline, this timeline, because it helps us rationalize it out. But no matter what choice is made for the divine, that's where the power is in the now moment. But all of these things are all pre planned. So you can't go wrong. So enjoy the journey. So, any questions, Nick?
Nope.
Alrighty then, guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us, and hope you enjoy your key. And I just hope you guys dig a little deeper. That's it. I just want the words that I was inspired to put on paper to inspire others. So for now, there's your key, and it is aloha from me.
Good night from me.